It's no wonder that the Ford F-150 is one of the best-selling vehicles of all time, even today. Have you seen the roads around us lately? There's massive trucks like this. There's trucks that are even bigger. Tractor trailers, Chevy Tahoes, Suburbans, giant work trucks with stuff that's falling off of them. The roads are just littered with junk. You need a tank like this, a massive truck, just to feel safe. But it's not just the safety that's appealing to people. Everybody loves the F-150 because it's practical, you can fit a lot of people in here, it's comfortable, you can use it to tow stuff, you can haul things. It's such a utilitarian truck and it serves just about every purpose. But what I'm here to tell you today is that the Ford F-150 Lightning will indeed replace the Ford F-150 gas-powered truck in the near future. And in addition, for all of the F-150 owners out there that have sworn to never drive an electric truck, they will actually love the Lightning and think that it's a better truck in all kinds of ways, and here's why. Besides all the storage you have here in the door pockets, the glove box, this additional part up here, there's one key thing that this Lightning has that the gas-powered F-150 does not. You have this. Clearly, in a normal F-150, you wouldn't have this, you would have an engine. So all of this additional storage space, which is quite a bit, can be very, very useful in addition to all of the stuff that you can have in the bed of the truck. So that in itself gives this one a big leg up. Besides all the storage, you have a lot of outlets that can be very useful for work activity or even fun. Just plug in your TV, your laptop, your cell phone, whatever you need to. There's a ton of outlets all over the car, inside, in the bed, everywhere. The most compelling reason of why this will be appealing to F-150 owners is because this almost exactly feels the same as a normal truck. You get in and the look and the feel, you just feel at home. It's not like Ford is introducing some weird box with four wheels. This is very familiar territory. They're just switching the underpinnings and what's under the hood, literally. And so for anybody that's questioning the value of an EV truck, at least that first step to make that adjustment, Ford is completely removing that barrier to adoption. And this is actually a really brilliant strategy by Ford. The easiest way to get them to believe in this is by making the minimal amount of changes, and just having all this familiarity will just make things so much easier. I think this is one of the huge benefits of having an electric truck. You can turn on the air conditioning and not feel bad about having the engine running, producing all those fumes, and he's just sitting here and enjoying the cold air. And the AC doesn't even function that well in a gas-powered engine when it's just sitting there. In this electric vehicle, you don't have that problem. You just start it up, you crank up the air, and you can treat this as your office. As long as your battery is lasting, you can just sit here and do whatever you need to do in the cold air. And the F-150 Lightning is perfectly suited to being an office because of this huge center console. All you have to do is put down this gear lever and then fold this out, and now you literally just have a desk here. If you have a laptop or a notebook or whatever work you need to do, you can all do it right here, or you can just eat dinner or lunch. This is such a practical aspect of this electric truck. I hadn't even thought about that until I was sitting here, and then it struck me that if I owned this, I could just use this as an office. Or if you get tired and you want to take a nap, just turn your seat into a bed. They've thought of everything. So this Ford F-150 Lightning is rated at a towing capacity of 10,000 pounds. I think it could actually be even more once they add more power to the battery and the torque is higher. And there's lots of stories out there where anytime this truck is towing some heavy loads, it really drains the battery. Once Ford figures all those things out, I think this could be a much better tower and hauler than the gas-powered version, just because of the ability to add gobs and gobs of torque to these electric motors. The Ford F-150 Lightning is a lot of fun to drive actually. As you can see, you're seated up very high off the ground. You're higher than just about any car that's in front of you or around you. And it's very quiet and comfortable. Unlike the normal F-150 with its gas engine and the noises, this is really quiet. On the highway, it's super smooth. It has a luxurious feel to it. It doesn't hurt to have all of that torque and horsepower to propel this huge truck, 6,500 pounds, to breaking the speed limit very, very quickly. And you have lots of visibility around you. The windows are big and wide, just like it is in the F-150. So it's actually a very comfortable car to drive. The handling is fine, the ride's great, and this could be easily a truck that you can drive for hours and hours on long road trips. You can feel safe and comfortable. And of course, just like the normal F-150, and you can of course use this to tow stuff, but just keep in mind that your battery will be drained really quickly. But it is a better car to ride and drive than your standard F-150 for sure. Ford has made it pretty easy to charge the Lightning. All you have to do is pull up to a charging station. In this case, I picked ChargePoint, downloaded the app. It's a fast charger, so I plug in the charging cable. Normally with most cars, you have to go in the menu and try to find how to unlock the charge port. Not here. This is just like a gas tank where you just open up the lid, pop in the charging cable, and you're good to go. This is still not going to charge that quickly. For that, luckily, we have the Ford-Tesla partnership. Going to any Tesla supercharger would obviously change the game for this. But for now, at least the charging is easy. So there you have it. All of the reasons why I think the Ford F-150 Lightning will dominate vehicle sales in the near future. Not right now though. The F-150 Lightning right now has some problems that need to be worked out. For example, this XLT version is going to cost me $60,000 or $70,000. That's even if I get it in a few months. And guess what it comes with? Cloth seats, a manual lever to push my seat back down. Are you kidding me? I'm not paying that amount of money for this. But that's not going to be like this forever. I'm sure Ford's going to bring the price down of this, and it'll be much more reasonable for the mass market. And when that happens, this F-150 Lightning will for sure be the king of the road.